Hello, welcome to Better Life TV. My name is Kelly Sayers and this is interviews with inspirational authors. Today we have a special guest, Dr. Clare Allen, author of Sacred Heart. And also Dr. Clare Allen is the CEO of the Guide Dogs WA, is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
And also the winner of the 2007 Business Women of the Year, is that right?
Telstra, yes,
Business Women of the Year. Such an accomplishment and it's so great to have you on the show. Please tell us a little, now we've dying to hear your story about becoming an author. Now you're published with Belleville Press, is that right?
Absolutely.
So that's a huge accomplishment.
Thank you.
And first of all we want to know about what inspired you to write this book.
Absolutely, thank you. Look, I've been a CEO for quite some time, since my early 20s. So I've been very accomplished at turning organisations around, so those struggling organisations. But I've always had this spiritual call, and in every organisation I've gone into, I've left, and it's not been the great financial success, but it's been the change that I've made in people's lives, so the coaching. So I've literally coached hundreds of people, and I really work on a success formula so that people can live an abundant life.
Wow.
So I actually was working, and I was a new CEO for this organisation, and I got very sick. I ended up with stones in the bile duct, and I ended up with gallbladder. I went to septicemia. I ended up having stones taken out. It nicked the pancreas, pancreatitis. But every time I went into hospital, I saw the picture of Jesus on the wall with the Sacred Heart. And I just kept thinking, wow, I feel I've got to write a book. So I thought, how do I do this being a new CEO, as a change agent in a new organisation, and write a book as well? So I fasted for 1 day a month every Friday for 9 months, and I just allowed the inspiration to come from the universe to give me the messages to unfold. And ultimately, for me, it was about saying to people, the answers are within you.
Yeah.
So you don't have to search the world. It's like that program on TV a long time ago about searching for Arcadia. And people travel the whole world trying to find meaning.
Yeah.
And in the end, the meaning was within them.
Just look in the mirror, isn't
Exactly, Kelly. So it's like the meaning's within you.
That's it.
Absolutely.
But it's that, like you're saying about your life's calling, and that's what inspired me to write my book, Discovering Life Purpose, and that is my calling. And it's like sometimes, no matter what job you're in, it's like there's always something calling you to your attention, or something that's not quite fulfilling, or something's missing, or you're thinking, I've got a good job and I'm getting paid and I've got beautiful people, but I'm not happy. What's going on? And I really think that it's because there's something greater in you calling to your attention to follow that path. And until you take that path, true happiness isn't really coming until you find that thing that you were born to do, isn't it?
And the first step's the hardest, because it's the lonely walk, because you're really trying to define who you are and your calling and your purpose, which is what you do is fabulous, because you're helping people to define their purpose so they can build, their life's calling around that.
That's it.
And that's brilliant.
A lot of people don't know what that is.
No.
But so you're waking people up with the wake-up calls, and yet, so what are you allowed to share them, or do you have to read the book?
You can read the book, but I'll tell you a few. And the first one is about the answers are within you. So you don't have to go searching, you just have to trust yourself. So it's about getting people to understand their own internal messages. So we're trained to work in rational thought. We often, you said you came from a marketing background and events management. We use our logic. Well, this is about being in tune with our heart, which is sacred. It actually has all the answers. We were born and equipped to make those decisions. And there's another one in there which is about taking ownership. So, for example, you've got to take ownership of your things, your self-defeating behaviours. And as you start to do that, then your path will unfold before you. Look, I remember, I was...
Is that aligned with taking responsibility for who you are in your life? Is it the same kind of language?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I find that was one of my greatest lessons. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's
but
brilliant.
Was the fact that I was too much into the airy-fairy of the energy world and wasn't really taking responsibility for my life. And when I did that, my life changed.
Yes.
So it's really about, so if you say take ownership, mine is taking responsibility. It's the same thing, isn't it? If that was life-changing for me. I didn't realise.
Absolutely. And there are two places people are at usually. It's the consequence zone. So, for example, something happens. They either lose all their money in the GFC, or they, lose someone they they love, and so it's a catalyst for change. Or basically it's the comfort zone, so it's the same things every day, same ham sandwich every day, same, salad every day, and they actually say, well, there's got to be more to life, so that propels people to start looking for something different.
That's it. They always say that the word, I think boredom was the gateway to freedom.
Yeah.
When people are bored, they get fed up enough,
Absolutely.
they have to wait for their boiling point, and then they create change.
Absolutely.
And sometimes it's an accident, sometimes it's something terrible that happens before they have that wake-up call.
Absolutely.
Versus just trusting in that inspiration in the first place, you wouldn't have had to have that so-called negative thing to happen.
Exactly.
But people don't realise that they're like constantly messages or signs of the universe to say, wake up, get back on purpose.
Exactly.
Time. It's your time, it's your calling.
Yep.
Yes.
Exactly. And look, my research is all about people that have talent and that they work in the public sector, and the emerging theme was boredom. And my belief is that if you don't utilise people's skills, they'll leave the job. So you won't create
or they
commitments.
annoy everyone else with their energy because they don't have to do with it, do they?
I mean, let's face it, you don't have a bored day, do you?
No.
Ever.
I wish I had a bored day. I'm so tired. I've got too many duties and responsibilities.
Because, you're enjoying life and you're fulfilling your purpose. And
don't they always say,
to the universe,
so what's that saying? They say, if you want something done, give it to someone busy.
Exactly. I know that feeling, so I'm sure you do as well.
That's fantastic. And so are you doing workshops now? Are you doing one-on-ones? How are you?
Basically, people can actually email me. They can actually register for my newsletter.
Do you want to let them know the email address and website?
Absolutely. It's clare@wordsthatexpress.com.
So Clare at Woods.
Words.
Oh, words.
Thatexpress.com.
And that
it's my Welsh
Sorry,
accent. My apologies.
I'm just saying that because someone might go, what's that? We'll actually put that on the screen.
Okay.
So yes, that's good.
So yes.
Sorry, and then your website?
You can actually jump onto my Podbean site as well, which is drclareallen.podbean.com, and there's over 44 free web podcasts for people to listen to too. So it's all about empowering people, and there's lots of podcasts on leadership. There's lots of podcasts on nailing the interview, on about overcoming obstacles to your success, and they're there for people to download and listen to.
Fantastic.
I have a Facebook page, so people can jump on and they can actually get some words of inspiration daily. So I post daily, and people link into that. I have a newsletter, and I'll be running workshops through next year.
That's beautiful. It's great to meet you.
Yeah, lovely to meet you,
And also we can put that in the bookstore, so betterlifebookstore.com.au, and also we can hopefully, if you've got any online webinars or anything you want to share,
Thank you.
but just all that being connected to like-minded people, and it's just great to see someone's living their life purpose and fulfilling their dream. So thank you for today.
No, thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Good luck for the future,
Yeah,
for
same to you.
2015.
Thank you.
Thank you.